Right, hey guys. So as I've mentioned probably a few times in the last several days, I've had quite a stressful and tiring few days, and to the point where I don't particularly want to do anything at all. And I looked at the weather this morning, and the coming week is only meant to be even hotter, because of course it is. So I don't particularly feel like doing much. But something that a couple of my friends have been talking about in our group chat was to do something today, like this evening. Go around someone's house, have a few drinks, and just do whatever, play a few games, something like that. And I want to go. But I feel so tired. Like, I'm not completely sure I can be bothered, really. Like, I do want to go because I do like seeing my friends and playing games and hanging out and having drinks and all that. But just after the few days I've had, I've been out like at least twice with my friends in the last like week or so, just over a week. I went out on my birthday, and we went out a couple of days ago to watch the football, go to the pub and all of that. And it is nice. I really enjoy doing it. It is nice. But at some point, you do kind of run out of social battery, and like it just run out of battery full stop, because I'm just like exhausted. And like the friend that's hosting lives kind of far away. Like I'd have to get quite a long bus journey over. It would only be for like 4 or so hours in the evening. So like I know that's like still a decent amount of time, but it doesn't feel like quite as much. And they have offered for people to stay over, and I could do that, but that's like even more effort. It means I've got to take more stuff. I've got to worry about, do I want to sleep in, like, do I want to take like clean clothes to sleep in or for the next day or whatever. And also, if we're finishing kind of late in the evening, there's probably not many buses that I could get back, so I either would have to stay over or get a lift from someone. Could maybe get a lift from some of my friends. If other people are staying over, then the people that are driving might say, oh yeah, I'll stay over so that I can have a few drinks, because otherwise, like, always the people that drive normally can have like one drink at most if they need to drive home the same day. So I suspect a lot of people are probably going to do that. And I also can't ask my dad, who I normally would ask, because he's away for the weekend with the cast. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what I would end up doing. And not to say that like it doesn't seem like it's going to be worth it, because I'm sure it would be worth it, but I just like feel really tired, and not tired in the sense of like physically tired completely, because like I am sort of, but I'm always like sort of physically tired. We've been having some building works done on the front and the side of the house the last like few days, so that noise, because it always starts like quite early in the morning, that normally wakes me up. So I've gotten used to being woken up the last few days rather than waking naturally, and so I haven't slept quite as long as I would normally. But like, it's not been that bad. I think it's just been mainly that with the stress of the Airbnb experience and trying to work out like a load of other stuff, like booking other stuff for UKC, having ended up spending quite a lot of money in a short period of time for various things, like rebooking the Airbnb UKC stuff, trains for Euros, a t-shirt that I bought myself. Yeah, I've just been tired in a I kind of need to shut my brain down for a bit way. And like, as much as, and again, as easy and chill as it is hanging out with friends and all that, you do kind of like need a bit of brain power, whereas something like going on a walk, which I'm doing right now, although it is like physical exercise, which is always good and definitely needed for me because I don't do much else, it's a very easy opportunity for me to just like put on a podcast or a music playlist or something like that, or many of the videos that I have in my watch later playlists, and just stuff that I don't need to like actively pay attention to, so that I can just have a walk around and not really think about anything and just like relax and kind of calm myself down. So that's exactly what I'm doing now, and I do kind of feel bad for like not going to stuff when I could, because like I said, I do want to. It's like I don't think I have the mental energy right now, and that's not a bad thing. It is a perfectly reasonable thing to recognise when you don't have enough energy to do something. If anything, it's the more responsible thing to do, because you're looking after yourself. You're not like overstretching yourself, making yourself do something that you don't 100% want to do, or something that will burn you out. And I'm very, very familiar with that kind of thing. Like, it's very easy to feel like you're missing out on stuff, and I get like things like FOMO quite a lot. But at some point you just got to sit down and think, okay, well, of all of the things that we've done recently or have been planning in a bit, like, is there anything that I would feel the least bad about missing out on? And is there like a point in time where I could use a bit of a break from myself? And like, if stuff wasn't happening today, then I'd just be doing exactly the same thing as I'm doing right now. So I'd basically just be having a break anyway, and I do need that. I need a few days to just sort of relax, calm myself down, and get prepared for the other stuff that I have coming up that I do want to put 100% into. So that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, it's okay not to go to stuff. You don't have to feel like you have to go to every single thing just because you can and you're able to. If you don't 100% want to, you don't have to. Especially if you do a lot of stuff, then looking after yourself and not burning yourself out and not exhausting your mental and physical social batteries is definitely the better thing to do. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my walk, switch my brain off for a bit, and I will see you tomorrow.